Hello, how's it going? Just hanging out, listening to some free Creative Commons classical music while thinking about relationships. Yesterday, my ex and I, we got back together, we made love and all that stuff, sealed the deal, right? Like, she still got me inside of her still. But it's like, what I want to talk today to you about is one-sided relationships. They're everywhere in this day and age. And like, depending on who you are, you can be okay with them. Right? That's just how it goes. Like, I realize now that like I'm secure enough in my own personal life and my personal goals that I'm okay with her cheating now to a certain degree. Like, I mean, I'm still gonna get jealous and I'm still gonna like fucking punch whoever in the face, when I see them for cheating and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's who I am as a person. I'm still gonna get jealous and stuff like that. But it's like, for the most part though, it's like, I want to be in a relationship with her and I know she's going to cheat. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So I got to be okay with that. Like, yesterday we were together, we cuddled, we pretty much, our family was like back together, right? And like, today she's going to go out and party and have a good time and stuff like that, which is okay. But when she gets drunk to a certain point, she can't help herself. That's who she is as a human being, as a person. Like, because that has happened multiple times in the past, and it's going to happen again and again and again if I choose to stay in a relationship with her. And I choose this now. But like, ultimately, like, she's gonna come back and kind of be like, I don't know why I do this kind of stuff. I don't know why I'm this way. And that's like, that was her excuses from before. I wish I can change, but I can't change. I'm trying to change. I'm gonna try and change. That's the kind of person she is. And like, I just want to share with you people that, it's okay to be in that kind of relationship. Like, as Randy Bachman said, so I took what I can get. Yeah, I took what I can get. And she looked at me with those big brown eyes and said, you ain't seen nothing yet. Right? Like, like that's where that kind of comes from. But I'm starting to get it right now. You know what I mean? Like I want love. I want cuddles. I want intimacy. I want a girlfriend. Like, I want that one-on-one relationship, but it doesn't seem to be happening in Selkirk, Manitoba. That's not where that one-on-one relationship happens, it seems. Like, everywhere in Selkirk, it seems like somebody's cheating on somebody else. It's like, that's the way it goes. That's why that home-wrecking piece of shit Remi came into our lives. Kill yourself, you fucking piece of garbage. But like, ultimately, like, I'm okay to a certain degree with her being her. And that's who she is as a person, and she can't really help herself. Like, tonight she's gonna get drunk and loaded and stuff like that, and like, she's gonna have a good time. She's gonna let loose because she's not watching our baby tonight. She found a babysitter, and that's okay. That's okay though. Like she's a good mom. She's allowed to do that, right? Allowed to go and have fun, whatever. But it's like, ultimately, like, we're back together now, but she is more prone to cheating than ever. That's who she is as a human being, right? Like, and she always like assumes how I feel about things, but she can never know how I'm feeling. She can always just assume about it. And like, what kind of pisses me off about that is like, she assumed that I'd be in a pissy mood, so her instant reaction is that I'm going to be in a pissy mood, even though I was in a really good mood all day. You know what I mean? Like, she brought up that Remi thing. Oh fuck, I hate you, Remi. But it's like, she brought up that Remi thing, and it's just like, other than that part, like, I had a really great day and stuff like that, and she makes it like, she turns it around like it's my fault for being upset about that Remi thing, which, like, kill yourself, Remi, you fucking home-wrecking piece of shit. But it's like, that's not my fault. Like, she's the one who put that other cock in her body. I can't, that's the way it goes, like, but I have to be okay with who she is as a person. I just want to share that with you. Like, if you're in a one-sided relationship where it feels like you're loyal, you're the only loyal one in the relationship out of the two of you, if you feel like your love is stronger than the two of you together, like, if you feel like you're there for the person more than they're there for you, that's the kind of situation I'm in. But I'm like, I'm starting to become okay with that though. Like, I'm okay with being there for her when she needs me. She can pretty much pick me up, use me, and then throw me away. And that's sort of the relationship I've learned to kind of appreciate from her. I know that sounds really kind of like harsh and hollow, and sometimes it is. But like, ultimately, like, I love her so much that I just want her to be happy. So when she needs me, I'm there for her. And like, tonight she's gonna go party and all that stuff like that, and then like tomorrow she'll be like, I don't know why I cheated, I don't know why I did that, I don't know why I'm me, I can change, and like, the same old bullshit that she would always do before. But like, I stopped caring because I have my own personal goals and my own personal free will to worry about, and she has her own free will, and if part of her free will is to cheat, you know what I mean? Like, if somebody's gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat. You know what I mean? Like, do I deserve that one-on-one relationship? In theory, yes. Like, I want that one-on-one relationship, but we're in Selkirk, Manitoba. I've never seen a faithful relationship ever in Selkirk, Manitoba. Like, other than like one person that's like one of my aunties who like had a marriage for like 50 years. That's like the only relationship I've ever seen that was like 100% faithful to one another. So I mean, like, as we keep going and evolving as a human species and a human social circle in terms of like the earth, and like, people are going to be more and more open and more promiscuous to a certain degree. And I'm okay with that now. Like this is the kind of relationship where it's like, yes, I wanted to marry her and stuff like that, but I mean, she cheated, so I mean, it's not really marriage material, so to speak. Sorry to say, that's just sort of how it kind of goes, right? Like, when it comes to marriage, I eventually want to get married, but I want that one-on-one relationship where, where we're faithful to one another and loyal to one another, and we're there for each other when we need each other and not just when she needs me, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So, but what comes from this and what I want to share with you people, it's like, it's okay if you're in that kind of relationship. You know what I mean? Like, you get one life. If you have the opportunity to enjoy love, enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like, but also like, worry about yourself first. Like, I'm worried about my free will first now. Like, before I used to be like, our relationship comes first, our relationship is first, one-on-one first. But now it's like, like, my personal goals are kind of starting to come first now. You know what I mean? Before, it used to be the relationship, and then she cheated, and after she cheated a bunch of times, I started just kind of realizing, like, I love her, and that love's not going to go away, so I accept her for that free spirit that she is. And like, it'll be like one of those relationships where it's like, maybe we won't ever get married because there's never going to be like a one-on-one kind of thing that I want. But at the same time, it's like, when we do love one another, it's strong and beautiful love to me anyway, you know what I mean? Like, that's how much I love her, you know what I mean? That's just the way it goes. And like, if you're in that kind of relationship too, like, don't feel bad about it, you know what I mean? That's not what it's there for. That relationship is there for like that emotional and spiritual release when she needs me, you know what I mean? Like, when I need her, I don't really see her, but I mean, but when she needs me, like, I'm there for her, and I'm there to like, do all of the good stuff that we have done. Like, yesterday we made love like all fucking night. It was so amazing. And like, what grosses me out is like, I'm still inside of her, and like, she's probably going to have another person inside of her tonight, because that's kind of who she is as a person. And like, I can't hold that against her anymore because I got your number, you know what I mean? I got her number. That's who she is as a person, and because I love her, I can't judge her anymore about that, you know what I mean? Like, I accept her as a polygamist, basically. Like, that's who she is, and I'm a monogamist, but that's just kind of just the way things worked out, you know what I mean? Like, when I'm in a relationship, it's like one woman for me. That's it. That's all. That's what I want, right? I wanted a one-on-one monogamous relationship to be mutual, but I realize now that this relationship is monogamous to me, but polygamous to her. And like, I'm okay with that now because it's like two different personality types meeting as one. And the thing about it is like I know what I want to do with my life, so this, like, one-sided loyalty that I have works out for who I am as a person right now. Like, because ultimately, because she's a polygamist, I could pretty much get up and leave at any moment and she'll be okay because she'll always find somebody else, right? That's the way it kind of goes to a certain degree. So it's like, for my personal goals, this relationship is starting to work out in my favor because I want to be able to go to Toronto at any moment and shoot a music video or hang out with like any freaking musician who wants to make a song in Toronto. I want to be able to go to Vancouver and talk to all the Vancouver Film School students and make a music video with somebody there who wants their directorial debut. You know, like I want to do cool stuff like that. I want to go to Edmonton for the weekend and bungee jump again. Like, I want to be able to get up and do that anytime I want. And because of that one-sided relationship that we kind of have, it's like I can do that and feel okay about it. You know what I mean? Like, that works for me. I know this is completely bizarre to a certain extent, but it's like, you know, when we do have our relationship, we make love, we have a great time, we raise our child together, and, you know, everything works out. But it's like, ultimately, eventually she's going to cheat again, and that's who she is as a person and a free spirit. And that's just part of our free will as human beings, right? That's who we are. So it's like, but I don't have to feel bad about the future now. You know what I mean? Like I don't have to feel bad if I ever have to pick up and leave for like a month or two. You know, if I have to go somewhere else and like do something like, God, I want to do Jimmy Kimmel, you know, like that show. I want to do the Jimmy Kimmel show. I want to perform on stage one day. You know, like, I want to do like shows like that. Like, that would be so fucking sweet. I want to like do Saturday Night Live somehow. You know what I mean? I want to make enough music to the point where I can fucking get up and go to New York and actually do a set for Saturday Night Live in between their skits. You know what I mean? That's what I want with my life eventually. And I believe that if I keep working towards it and like keep making music, keep putting myself out there, eventually I'll be able to have that opportunity. So this like one-sided love works out for me because like she's not here for me tonight. She's there for her, like, you know, like wanting to drink and do whatever the fuck she's gonna do tonight. That's what she's there for tonight, right? Like, she's not here for me tonight. She's there for herself tonight, which is okay. Where we all deserve our like downtime for ourselves and that. You know what I mean? Like, mind you, she cheated this week, which was like, you know what I mean? We broke up and then we got back together like last night, and like now we're back together, sort of, or what? That's what she tells me anyway. But she, you know, like she wants to keep it secret, but I don't really care about secrets anymore. You know what I mean? That's not who I am. You know what I mean? Share all of me, learn from me. This is my life. You get to learn from it. So it's like, if you're in that one-sided loyal relationship, you just got to ask yourself, is that the relationship for you? You know what I mean? Like, we got to accept the people that we love for who they are ultimately, right? Like, and I accept her for who she is as that polygamist person, and that's, you know, I'm not going to be able to change that. I'm not going to be able to take that from her. That's her free will to do so. So it's like, I love her that much that I'll be in that one-sided relationship, that I'll be loyal to her, but she won't be loyal to me. But at the same time, because of the fact that she can't be loyal to me, when I like make it really big in the future, like that, you know what I mean? And I get to go like do like talk shows and stuff like that in New York and LA. Like, that's what I'm aiming for ultimately, you know, go do some talk shows in New York, LA, Vancouver, Toronto, you know, whatever it takes. Like, that's what I want with my life. I won't have to feel bad about, you know, leaving the relationship for that week or whatever. And if I hook up with whomever when I'm on those tours, then it won't matter. It will not matter, because it's like, you know what I mean? Like, she's who she is, and I've accepted her as that person. And then like, if I go and like, you know, like hook up with so-and-so in LA and we have a great time or whatever, and then I come back and then like so-and-so's left in LA, you know what I mean? Like, how much can she blame me for that? You know what I mean? Like, she can't really blame me for that because she had that piece of garbage Remi, you know what I mean? Like, shit like that, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's almost like, you know what I mean? I'm keeping almost like a scoreboard, right? Like, she owes me like 3 right now. She's cheated on me 3 times in our relationship. And that means I get to have sex with whomever I want 3 different occasions. Like, that's sort of the rule, right? That's sort of the unwritten rule. Like, I mean, she's gonna be pissed off when I do that, but that's is her choice, right? That's what she has chosen for our relationship. Like, this one-sided loyalty that I give her has like a certain cause and effect to it. Like, you know what I mean? It has a reaction to every action that she does. And it's like, I love her so much that I don't even care anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I love her that she'll probably go out and hook up with so-and-so, and it hurts. Oh, it hurts. Fucking rights, it hurts. But at the same time, it's like, that's just who she is as a person, and I accept her as that polygamist. You know what I mean? That's who we are as people. So it's just to make my point here. If you're in a one-sided relationship and you're wondering like, hey, what the fuck, you know, can I do this? You gotta search within you, like, can you do the one-sided relationship? Do you have what it takes to be in a relationship with somebody that you know is going to cheat on you? Do you have what it takes to do that? And you got to ask yourself that before you know, like, commit to them and stuff like that. Because like if history has taught us anything about relationships, is that jealousy and like something else can equal like basically like murder, homicide, suicide. It can equal really shitty things. So it's like, you know, like, I'm trying to help anybody out right now. Like preventing murder is like one of these things, right? Like, if you're one of those people who has a personality type where you need them to be committed to you and only to you, or else you'll fucking kill so and so, then maybe a relationship where one-sided loyalty, you know what I mean, maybe that's not for you. Does that make sense? So like, if you're wondering, oh, should I stay with so and so, should I be with so and so, it's like, can you handle it when they cheat? Can you handle it when they, you know, like, that loyalty that you have for them, when they don't have that same loyalty to share back towards you? Can you handle it without taking a gun and freaking shooting so-and-so? You know what I mean? Can you do that? That's what you got to ask yourself. And I can handle that. So, and the part of the reason that I can handle that is because it's like, you know, I already have 3 babies. I have 3 baby mamas, and it's like, I started out as a monogamist. That's who I was. Like, hey, Barbara, I love you. Can I see my son? And at the same time, like, you know, like, I committed myself to you, Barbara. I committed, like, to our relationship, and we were supposed to be one-on-one forever. And you promised me that we'll always be a family together forever, but you ended up, you know, not being the monogamist you swore that you were. You know what I mean? That's okay. I love you for who you are. You're your mom. But at the same time, it's like, you know what I mean, I'm a little bit upset about our first relationship, but, you know, like, that relationship led to me having a baby with a second baby mother. And then that same kind of thing happened with the Barbara, where it's like, she promised me this and that, yada, yada, yada. And then I found another baby mother, and like, this baby mother and I, like, we just keep going back and forth from relationship to, like, she cheats on me, to relationships to she cheats on me, to relationship to she cheated on me with Remi this last time, that fucking piece of garbage. And now we're back in a relationship together where we, like, raise our daughter and stuff like that. And what matters to me, though, what should matter to everybody in a relationship is the other person's safety. Like, her safety matters to me. So I have to be able to know if I can handle the fact that she's going to cheat later in the future, because that's who she is as a person. So I mean, like, I know I can handle that without flipping out, man, and, like, you know, taking a gun to everybody and fucking nailing them down. Like, I know I can handle that. So, like, what you got to ask yourself, though, is like, can you handle a one-sided relationship? Can you handle being the only loyal person in a relationship? Can you handle being the one who loves the other person much more than the other? You know what I mean? Like, much more than the other person loves you back. Can you handle that? That's what you need to ask yourself when it comes to open relationships, when it comes to, you know, like, one-sided relationships, when it comes to, like, people that you love that you know are going to cheat. You gotta ask yourself, can I handle this relationship to the point where it's like, if she cheats on me in the future, am I going to fucking kill her? Am I going to kill the person she cheats with? And it's like, you know what I mean? Ultimately, if you can answer, I'm not going to kill those people, I'm going to be, you know, their safety matters to me because we're human beings and we live in a society governed by law, and that, you know, I respect that. You know what I mean? If you can handle that, then maybe a one-sided relationship is for you. Because the beauty of this one-sided relationship, like, tonight she's not here for me, but I can be here for my passions and my goals. Like, I can be here to freaking make my music tonight, and I have no freaking people bugging me and pulling on my collar and stuff like that, bothering me and stuff like that. Like, I'm free to do whatever I want in terms of like reaching my goals as a professional musician. And that works out for me. And I know I sound a bit like a hippie here, but I'm pretty conservative when it comes to relationships. Like, I wanted that one-on-one relationship for so long. Like, I've wanted it since 2015 when Barbara and I had our son, and she promised me that, oh, I'll always want our family together, Darren. That's when I wanted that one-on-one relationship forever. And then eventually, after relationship after relationship after relationship, baby mama, relationship, and then another baby mama, and then another relationship, and then another relationship, and then back to the third baby mama. After all of that, I realized it's like, I'm okay with one-sided love now, because ultimately that's all I've ever really known. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting used to it like a fucking hot tub, which is a little bit unfortunate, but at the same time fortunate for my goals, for my personal goals. So like, you out there, let's prevent murder tonight. Let's prevent destroying our own personal freedoms and things like that. Like who you are as a person. Can you handle a one-sided relationship? Can you handle an open relationship? Can you handle the other person cheating on you? If you can handle that without freaking resorting to like ultra violence to the point where it's like, you kill somebody and then you piss away your freedom, and then they take you away for like 25 years or whatever. Like, if you can handle that without doing that, then yes, you can handle a one-sided relationship. But if you answer the question like, no, I'm gonna fucking kill them if they fucking cheat on me. If you answer it like that, then maybe a one-sided relationship isn't for you, and maybe you should consider just being that, single person. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like I'm okay with I'm taken right now. Like, technically I'm taken right now. Like, if I were to sleep with another woman right now, she would kill me. You know what I mean? She'd get so freaking upset, she'd get so mad, she'd shake, all that stuff. Like, and like, like, she doesn't really see it as the other perspective too. Like she cheated on me with Remi, that piece of fucking shit, garbage, motherfucking meth head. And it's like, the thing about that is like, you know what I mean? Oh, fuck, it pisses me off. Like, he was my friend, and then he just turned into a piece of garbage, you know what I mean? But like, the thing about like her cheating with Remi and stuff like that, like, it kind of made sense that like she's going to cheat in the future. She's going to keep cheating, and that's who she is, because she's cheated on me before him, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like, she's going to keep cheating if we stay in a relationship together, and ultimately her safety matters to me. So I know I can handle being cheated on by her, because that's her free spirit. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense to you? I'm trying to do some good in the world by sharing my twisted story, my real life. You know what I mean? Like if you can handle that one-sided relationship, and you can handle like being kind of like used. Like, I know I'm being used. You know what I mean? I'm being used for my loyalty. I'm being used because I'm a nice guy and I'm a good father. Like, seriously, ask any of my baby mothers and they'll tell you I'm a good father. Except like Barb might say, oh, he doesn't see a son. But at the same time, hey Barb, can I see my son? And then she won't answer. She won't tell me that I can see my son. And like, whenever I ask her to see my son, she's always like beats around the bush. Like the first like year I asked, can I see my son? She was like, oh no, he has to go hang out with his grandfather tonight and stuff like that. And I was just like, you know what I mean? Like, that was like she would basically like go and like freaking torture me with these freaking like answers that would eventually come around to being like, no, you can't see your son. And you know what I mean? She wouldn't give me a straight up answer, but at the same time I would ask her for like the entire first year of my son's life. And now I'm at this point where I ask her still, like I'm still asking her. You see me asking Barbara like most of the time when I post video, can I see my son, Barbara? I love you. Can I see my boy? And like, I mean, ultimately, though, she's going to be like, oh, he never sees his son. But it's like, that's who she is as a person. But back to my point about one-sided relationships. Like, if you're a monogamist and you date a polygamist, can you handle dating a polygamist? You know what I mean? Like, it would be perfect. It would be perfect if I, a monogamist, could find another monogamist, and together we only fuck each other, and together we only be with each other, and we trust each other that much, that we care so much about each other, that we both matter. But ultimately, it's like, I'm a monogamist in a relationship with a polygamist who only needs me when she needs me, and when I need her, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? That's sort of how the relationship is, and that's what I'm okay with now. Because like, when I'm not with her and when I can't have her when I need her, I have the pencil and paper to write lyrics on. I have music to make. I have, like, drum machines to formulate beats with. I have drum sets. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm good to go. You know what I mean? I have this. I got this. You know what I mean? Like, for me, this is my life, and that works for my life. So, I mean, if you out there are in a relationship right now and you think you'll kill somebody because they cheat on you, maybe a relationship isn't for you. Does that make sense? If you're out there right now and you're thinking, oh, I'm in a relationship with so-and-so, if they cheat on me, we'll work on it. And maybe, you're on the right track, because you can't control anybody else's free will. You can't. So if somebody cheats on you and stuff like that, like, even though, like, I wish that Remi would fucking kill himself and he's a piece of garbage, I'm like, even though I wish that upon him, like, upon the person I'm in a relationship with, I wish good safety and good health and, like, a good life together with her. Does that make sense? Like, so ultimately, the thing about that too, though, is like, I'm eventually going to cheat now, because that's who I am, right? That's like I'm monogamist, but at the same time, like, I'm starting to realize, because she's a polygamist, that gives me the opportunity to try polygamy. Does that make sense? So like when I go into a different area code and I go to LA and I, like, meet one of my heroes or something like that, like, you know what I mean? If I ever meet, like, some of my heroes, and, like, if I get the chance to, like, fuck some of my heroes, and she says, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna take that chance, and I'm gonna have these free passes to reflect on. You know what I mean? Like, tonight she's gonna get all drunk and loaded and then act like her cheating was not her fault, because that's who she is as a person. And I'm okay with that now, because that's what I'm learning from life, that we can't control anybody else's free will. If somebody's going to cheat on you, they're going to cheat on you. That's just who they are as people. So, to sum it up, my point of this video is asking you out there, can you handle a relationship where it's one-sided loyalty, where, like, the other person is going to cheat on you? Can you handle that? And if you can handle that, then stay in the relationship for as long as you can and enjoy the ups and downs where they use you, basically. But, like, enjoy the ups when they use you. You know what I mean? Like Randy Bachman says, took what I can get. You know what I mean? Like, I've been looking for love all my life, and I found the kind of love that kind of comes back when she needs me, and then when she doesn't need me, I'm just by myself, and then when she needs me again, I'm there for her. Like, that's sort of how it goes. I feel like a toy soldier in terms of, like, the way she uses me, but at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, it's better than no loving at all. Does that make sense? Like, tonight I wish I could have sex with her and all that stuff, but, like, she's probably gonna have sex with somebody else, which is, but it's like, I can handle that. Can you handle that for your relationship? That's what you need to ask yourself, and that's what I'm putting out into the world right now. If you can handle that for your relationship, then a relationship is right for you. But if you can't handle that, if you're gonna fucking, if she cheats on you, and if you're gonna take a knife and then, like, stab both of them to death, then maybe a relationship isn't for you, because in a relationship, what matters first is each other's safety. Okay? It goes from their safety, and then it goes to their happiness, and then after that, whatever. So, this is me sharing a really fucked up theory and a fucked up idea about how life can be and is. And my life is, I'm the one-sided loyal partner. I'm the one-sided loyal love. I'm there for her when she needs me, and she's there for me when she needs me. So, if that works out for you, great. and wish me luck. I want to, I want to travel the world. I want to do all of that, and I want my music to help me get there. And like, I'm going to keep working on my music tonight. Like, I'm going to be like, everything, every experience that I've ever have, I'm going to try and put it down onto paper and like, rap it out for you and like make it freaking sound good. And like, that's what I want to do with my life. So ultimately, I think if you know what you want to do with your life, you'll be okay with any relationship that you have. Does that make sense? Anyway, I feel like a winner. If I'm a sinner, then I'm alive. So, you all have a great weekend, and like, love each other, love one another. If you're in a relationship, love each other. That's what it's all about, baby. You know what I mean? Enjoy yourselves, enjoy your time, and have a great fucking life. If you're Remi, kill yourself, you fucking piece of garbage. But everybody else, have a great fucking life. This life is fucking awesome. And for real, like, it's a good life. I'm gonna get my rent paid and like gonna figure all of that shit out. It's gonna be okay. And like, life is good. Life is good. So if you can handle that one-sided relationship, stick to it. Thank you for listening.